Now we'll discuss about the development of respiratory system. In this lecture, we'll discuss about the development of trachea, bronchi, lung and pleura, and also some congenital anomalies like tracheoesophageal fistula. So first of all, here you can see this is developing embryo, this is developing foregut, this is midgut, this is hindgut, here is site of the developing pericardium, this is developing embryo of the fourth week. Here you can see this is foregut, midgut, hindgut. A series of thickening appears in cranial part of foregut. Here a series of thickening appears in the wall. If you cut a section at this level like this, here is buccopharyngeal membrane and this is cranial part of foregut. If you cut a section, you will find there are series of thickenings in the wall. We are so here is membrane, buccopharyngeal membrane. So this is buccopharyngeal membrane. This is ectodermal lining, this is ectodermal, and inner lining, this is endodermal. So this is endodermal lining, this is endodermal, and this is ectodermal. This is ecto and this is endodermal lining. And between these two linings, ectodermal and endodermal, this is mesodermal. So this is mesodermal. And this series of thickening are known as pharyngeal arches. Pharyngeal arch. This is first pharyngeal arch, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, and this is sixth. Fifth disappear just after its formation. And here another structures are formed here. This is halobronchial eminence. Here two lingual swellings are formed. Here tubercular impar. Here is foramen cecum. So these structures take part in development of tongue. We'll discuss later. And already the pharyngeal arches, I have uploaded the lecture of the pharyngeal arches. So you can see these lectures in YouTube. So here this portion, if you cut a transverse section of this portion means here, this part, you will find this like this. Here a groove is formed. This is tracheobronchial groove. If you see this in this diagram, if you add, here is groove. So this is groove. From the surface, this is depression, this is groove. This is tracheobronchial groove. This is tracheobronchial groove is formed. If you see the lateral side position, initially it is like this, and groove is formed here, like this. So groove is formed like this, and gradually this groove descend downward like this, and form the lung bud. Lung bud or respiratory diverticula. So this is known as respiratory diverticula. Respiratory diverticula. So this diverticula is formed. It goes downward. In this diagram, if you see, here is position of the respiratory diverticula. So this is position of the respiratory diverticula. Here it is formed. This is respiratory diverticula. And here, at this side, at this opening here, this is epiglottic swelling is formed here. Epiglottic swelling, and here is arytenoid swelling. So this is epiglottic swelling, and this is arytenoid swelling. And this you can see here. Now this tracheobronchial groove, it formed the opening of the larynx, or the inlet of the larynx. Here, inlet of the larynx is formed. So this part formed the epiglottis here. This and this space is inlet of larynx is formed. And this upper part, this part and this part join to form tongue. So here tongue is formed. This tongue is formed, and here epiglottis and laryngeal opening is formed. So here laryngeal opening is formed, and this portion form the esophagus. Esophagus, and this form the larynx, and lower part here lung words arise here. Here it divides into two parts like this. Two buds are formed, and if you see these two buds, and here tracheal rings are formed, this trachea. So this bud develops from endodermal lining. So inner lining is endodermal. So it develops from endodermal, and rest part, cartilage, etc., muscles are formed by mesoderms. So here is mesoderm. Outer covering is mesoderm. So tube is formed by endoderm. This endoderm. This endoderm. This endoderm. So these are two lung buds formed. And gradually these two lung buds forms into three lobular buds on the right side and two lobular buds on the left side. And again these lobular buds form the segmental buds. So upper form three segmental buds. This middle form 2 and this lower form 5. It forms 5 buds. It forms 5. And here it forms 5. So 5 buds are formed. During this developmental process, this division, about 17 division occurs during intrauterine life. 17 division, and rest 6 division occurs after birth. Total 23 divisions of the bronchial tree is formed, and these bronchopulmonary segments are formed on right side 10 and on left side 10 bronchopulmonary segments are formed. So this is how the lung bud form the lungs. Now here you can see this is trachea and this is esophagus. Here trachea develops. There is some anomaly related to this trachea and esophagus. In some cases, this trachea here is position of proximal part of esophagus. So upper part of esophagus, here is it forms the blind tract, and sometimes lower part is attached to this. So this is tracheoesophageal fistula. So this is tracheoesophageal fistula is formed. So this is congenital anomaly. It occurs, this type of the fistula occurs in 90% cases. So 90% of this type of fistula occurs. Rest 10% are like this. Sometimes both upper and lower part are blind, and sometimes upper part form like this. So this is another type of the fistula. Sometimes upper and lower part both joints separately. This is another type of the fistula. It is among the 10%. Sometimes only this upper part, lower part is blind, like this. So these are several types of the tracheoesophageal fistula. Now another important thing, this lung bud forms lower again divides from the segmental or bronchopulmonary segments. So these are the divisions of the bronchial tree. Now you can see here is position of here, this is site of the developing heart. Here pericardium is formed. This is pericardial cavity. After lateral folding of the embryo, here is So this is pericardial cavity, and here is peritoneal cavity. So this is peritoneal cavity. After lateral folding of the embryo, the peritoneal cavity is formed. So this pericardial cavity communicates with the peritoneal cavity. This is pericardial cavity. It communicates with the peritoneal cavity by this canal. This is known as tracheoesophageal canal. This is tracheoesophageal canal. So this canal is pericardial. This is peritoneal canal. This is peritoneal canal. Here is pericardium, this is peritoneum. And here are septa formed between these two. This is membranous septa. This membranous septa is known as this part. This is pericardio-pleural septa. This is pericardio-pleural septa. And here is pleuroperitoneal septa. Or membrane. Pleuroperitoneal septa or membrane is formed here. So in these two cavities, this is canal, and canal is bounded by pericardio pleural membrane and pleuroperitoneal membrane. If you cut a transverse section at this level, here you will find this is developing gut, and on either side there is on either side there is pericardio-peritoneal canal. This is pericardio-peritoneal canal. Pericardio-peritoneal canal. This is foregut. And here on the rear side there is pericardium. This is pericardium. And you have seen in previous here in the foregut this bud arises. This bud initially diverticula is formed, respectively diverticula. Then there two buds are formed. These are the lung buds. So from here initially diverticula is formed, then lung buds arise. So these are two lung buds. And these lung buds grows towards this pericardio-peritoneal canal. And as it grows into the canal, this canal invaginates. If you see here, this is grows and like this. So this part, lung bud, divides into lobar, then segmental parts. It divides into lobar and segmental, and it grows into this pericardio-peritoneal canal. Pericardio-peritoneal canal. The part of this canal which is close to this part which is close to this form the visceral pleura. Visceral pleura, and this part forms parietal pleura. So visceral and parietal pleura is formed. If you see in this diagram, here lung bud grows and forms these, and if there is pleura, then this is condition of the pleura. Here is pleura. This is parietal pleura, like this, and this is visceral pleura, which this is visceral pleura. And from here it turns like this. So between parietal and visceral there is cavity. This is pleural cavity. This is pleural cavity. So same thing is here. This is visceral pleura and this is parietal pleura. Here, this gradually form, this part from the trachea. Here larynx is formed, already I have discussed. Here, larynx is formed. Here, larynx is formed here, and then trachea is formed here. And these are the congenital anomalies of the trachea, tracheo-esophageal fistula. So this is all about the development of respiratory system. Thank you.